Yeah, it's a lot going on, so I had to come say something. But get it, let's get it in. I ain't even put no. I post so much on my story. I ain't even want to post it on the story. You feel me? I've been posting too much stories. Y'all keep following me at Bernie the Boxer. You hear me? So I had to say something. Here I go. It's Super Sunday. It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? It's big. What you call that? With the speculation with the Boots going in at Canelo camp and all that. Yeah, man. Everybody all up in the uproar about it. And what's up, cuz? You know, I appreciate you, baby. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, you know, Boots done went in there with Canelo, man, and everybody, like I say, in the uproar about it. Man, who give a fuck for real? Show her. Who give a fuck? Who give a fuck? You know? Appreciate everybody in the chat showing up. Yeah. They want to hear what I got to say. They think I'm gonna blast him. I ain't gonna blast him. I'm not blasting him. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it like this. You know, from Canelo's aspect, you know, it's a fight of his life. You know, he got to be as best prepared as he can. So he went and got the kid, which everybody was already saying he should do anyway. Whatever, you know. I don't know. Maybe his sparring partners wasn't durable. He needed somebody to come in, or he needed him on the back end to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He trying to cross his T's and dot his I's. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Not one bit. Canelo had to do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, he got a lot at stake, you know. His reputation's at stake for, you know how it is. His undisputed titles is on the line. Man, shit, you know. Hey, what he gonna... I don't knock Canelo one bit. Now, with Boots, how I feel about that, I personally don't care. But it's like, if would his guys come to our camp to help us beat them? And I'm not throwing a race card. I'm not throwing a race card because, like I say, I believe sports transcends race. But for where it's true story, you know, pride is pride. Everybody stick with theirs. You see Lomachenko, all his Kazakhstan's coming, or whatever, where he from, Ukraine. You know, it's the UK guys, they got the UK guys. The Mexican guys always got the Mexican guys. Where we at? I swear, we the only ones that turn on each other, don't have no loyalty or nothing.
Now, with me, I'm like Bernie the Boxer. For the most part, I don't care. I even think it's a good look, you know, on a lot of levels. You know, I already broke down why. However, what he speaks on, would somebody from his camp or would somebody over there come and help Crawford to prepare him for Canelo and all that other stuff? And the answer is no. And that's where you're forced to play a game, regardless of if you don't want to play. You have to play if you want to be in the game. You get what I'm saying? So, although I might not care and people might not care about that, on the other end, oh, they play a whole different rule. Okay? To them, it's not just boxing. To them, it is them against you, while it's several other groups against you. Everybody else can practice tribalism. And you know what I figured out? The real problem is they want all of us to remain neutral like we have been.
When a person doesn't like you, they team up with another person that doesn't like you. And before you know it, there's a whole slew of people that hate you. But here's the thing, those people, they don't even like each other. They're only gathered because of you.
For a large part, we have been somewhat oblivious to the degree of the tribalism of boxing. But slowly, as the years have moved on and stripped down in YouTube, you realize that they are very tribal. And that's why all these videos and stuff, it be set up. It don't be on accident. What is a perfect example? They just reinvigorated and refreshed your memory about their tribalism with this. You see how people are acting about this? And it's scratching your mind, because when they were celebrating and putting up videos and making paintings and portraits of Ryan knocking Devin out, and they knew under the grounds of which that has happened, they didn't care about nothing, but they want Rampage son to go to jail. You see how that worked? I said the same thing. They can drop all these N-words and don't nobody say nothing. But Devin Haney say, I don't want to fight a white boy. Everybody got something to say. How many times do I need to keep proving this to show you what position I'm speaking from, to show you that it's completely valid to think the way that I think and have the outlook that I do, because it's one of common sense. That's all. It's just one of common sense. And since they have just got done freshly displaying that at the end of the day, it's all about color and the image of things, and that's why I made so many videos about image, that this is all it boils down to. So when people are looking at JARON and what he's doing, as far as how the game is played with fighters that look like JARON, you're not supposed to do it. It does look bad. It is fucked up. I don't care what you want to say. Now, at the same time, let's say none of that shit existed. Who cares? The more the merrier, man. Do your thing. But since everybody has positioned themselves like they are against us, then you would be stupid not to take up the proper defense. That's dumb. Life is boxing and chess. Okay? Protect yourself at all times. Make your next move your best move. All right? So it's just common sense. So the point is, would they do that to Canelo? No. But he's right. It's always us. Right now, about this video right here, everybody showed their hand, and I probably need to go through a purge on my channel. If anybody been around that long, they know exactly what that is. But do you know, out of all people who was trying to convince me I was so wrong about my opinion, guess what he was? He was black. I'm talking about leaving 9, 10, 11 comments. Bruce, you wrong for this. Bruce, you wrong for this. Bruce, you wrong for this. He couldn't just accept, okay, well, that's how you feel about the subject. Okay? This is how I feel. I ain't gonna say you wrong. Just don't tell me that I'm wrong. No, you're wrong in this. You're wrong. Black dude was the one that was fighting me the hardest. And I'm like, dude, I can respect your opinion, respect mine. But since you want to talk about my opinion, let me show you how grounded in realism and facts it is. And that's all that I did. Nobody ever wants to talk about the stuff that I present, which backs up my position. You just want to try to get at me or some shit like that. Like I said, y'all weird. And y'all hate each other too much. I don't understand it. Listen, and the thing is, they don't even like each other like that. They just all don't like you. Okay? So they can cooperate with each other enough to get along to be against you. That's all y'all gotta do is the same thing. Y'all ain't gotta like each other. But understand y'all playing the same damn game. That's all I've been saying. Now, in a world when you don't have to worry about this, then it's all good. But after what boxing has displayed to you, especially in these last 2 years, this is a different atmosphere. This is boxing without its white sheets on. All right? And they don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to see it for what it really is. You can miss me with all that extra judgment and shit. All right? You can miss me with that. But JARON is doing something that Mexicans wouldn't do for Crawford. That's a fact. You can, like I said, if they're chastised for even not picking a Mexican once they ask which fighter they think they'll win a fight, then what the fuck you think they think about what JARON's doing? They can't even verbally get on camera and go against a Mexican, even if they support the other fighter or think the other fighter is better, just based off them being Mexican. But we don't judge them. We don't say they tribal as fuck. We don't say they biased as hell. We don't say that they always looking out for the Mexicans and stuff like that, because they don't want you playing the same game that they've been playing. All they want to do is replace you, just like everything fucking else. All that complaining about the LDBC, when low-key, they was trying to become one they damn self. I'll keep bringing that shit up. Yes, they wanted a Latino LDBC, just couldn't get off the ground. Y'all ain't got the magic, y'all ain't got the smoke, y'all ain't got the it factor. But you tried.
If would his guys come to our camp to help us beat them? Pride is pride. Everybody stick with theirs. You see Lomachenko, all his Kazakhstan's coming, or whatever, where he from, Ukraine. You know, it's the UK guys, they got the UK guys. The Mexican guys always got the Mexican guys. Where we at? I swear, we the only ones that turn on each other, don't have no loyalty or nothing. Nothing. Man, you can like who you like. I'm not saying you can't love Canelo, you can't agree with him, you can't be a fan of his, but come on. You think they would do that for us? Do you think his people or his supporters would come over to help us in any type of way? No. Even if they just going with Crawford or they don't like him, no, they wouldn't do that.